Hey there, my fishing friends! Your favorite fishing blogger is back with another exciting forecast. Today, we're diving deep into the conditions for Wednesday, the 26th of November 2025, across beautiful New Zealand. And let me tell you, this day is shaping up to be something special. We're right on the cusp of summer, and the fish, they know it. Stick around because I'm going to reveal why this Wednesday could deliver some truly memorable catches, especially if you know where to be and what to throw. This late spring period heading into early summer is renowned for increased fish activity as waters warm and the food chain explodes, making it a fantastic time to be on the water. First up, let's talk about our freshwater champions, the trout, both brown and rainbow. Friends with the water warming up and insect life absolutely proliferating, these guys are truly on the feed after their spawning season. Look for them in the shallows during the mornings and evenings, especially around riffles, seams, and any structure where food washes down. The evening rises for caddis and mayflies could be exceptional, so have your dry flies ready. During the day, if the sun gets high, they might hold in slightly deeper pockets or undercover, making nymphing with weighted patterns a deadly tactic. For lake fishing, casting and spinning near the shorelines of iconic lakes like Wanaka and Hawaii will be highly effective. I'm talking about small, natural-colored soft plastics or classic Toby lures, mimicking those abundant baitfish and insects. Now for our saltwater warriors, snapper and kingfish are really hitting their stride as the water warms and November is prime time for them. Snapper, in particular, are actively feeding to build condition before their spawning season, which runs from November to January. Look for snapper in depths between 10 and 20 meters, especially where you see baitfish congregating or, better yet, a workup with diving birds. Soft baiting with 3 to 4 inch minnow-style lures in natural colors will be deadly. Also, don't forget slow jigs or micro jigs in the 20 to 60 gram range. A little trick: match your lure size to the smaller baitfish to dramatically increase your hookups during workups. For kingfish, their activity is really ramping up with the warmer water. Search for them around pins and marker buoys, and definitely wherever you see bait schools congregating. Casting stick baits or mechanical jigging can be incredibly effective, especially when the tide is running. A fresh butterfly jack mackerel or a live one can also put you in good stead for hooking into a spring monster. Kahawai will be right there in the mix, often an early indicator of a workup. They'll readily hit a small metal spinner or a soft bait, giving you a fantastic fight and potentially leading you to bigger predators. Alright, let's break down the conditions, friends, and understand why the fish are behaving the way they are for Wednesday, the 26th of November 2025. Weather. We're looking at generally fine conditions across much of New Zealand, with average daytime temperatures around 21 degrees Celsius or about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Mornings will start around 60 degrees Fahrenheit, warming up to 64 degrees Fahrenheit by noon and settling at 60 degrees Fahrenheit in the evening, dropping to 57 degrees Fahrenheit at night. We might see a chance of a light shower until the afternoon, particularly in areas like Auckland, with light northeasterly winds. This stable, mild weather with generally settled atmospheric pressure and only a slight chance of rain is ideal for fish activity. It means comfortable conditions for us anglers, and the fish won't be put off by drastic changes. Water temperature. The water is in a warming trend, both in our freshwater lakes and rivers and along the coast. While sea temperatures aren't quite warm enough for swimming, hovering between 12 and 18 degrees Celsius in most areas, with Auckland seeing around 17 to 18 degrees Celsius, this warming stimulates metabolism and feeding. In freshwater, temperatures are boosting insect life, which means more food for trout. This general warming is a key driver for the increased biological activity we're seeing. Moon phase. For Wednesday, the 26th of November 2025, we'll be under a waxing crescent moon. It will be about 32 to 34% illuminated and growing larger, being around 6 days old since the new moon. Many anglers believe that a waxing crescent phase often corresponds with increasing fish activity, as the moon's gravitational pull strengthens and light levels gradually increase towards the first quarter. This can mean more confident feeding, especially during the twilight hours. Overall fish activity. Overall, the biological activity of fish in New Zealand during late November is high. It's a busy time as many species like snapper and kingfish are actively feeding to build up condition before their spawning season. Trout, having largely finished their spawning, are now focused on recovery and voracious feeding as spring truly takes hold. This means we have a strong opportunity for a productive day on the water. Considering all these factors, the warming, stable weather, rising water temperatures, a favorable moon phase and high biological activity, I'm giving the overall fishing forecast for this Wednesday as good to excellent, with specific windows potentially being on fire. The key will be timing your efforts around those peak feeding times, especially dawn and dusk. So my friends, I wish you all tight lines and ni chwosta ni cheshui. May your reels scream and your nets be heavy. If you found this forecast helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more tips and predictions, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out. What are your plans for fishing this week? What's your favorite spring lure or bait? Share your observations and questions in the comments below. I love hearing from you all. Catch you on the water.